Hey guys, Rhett here. What's going on? Come on in. I got something super cool for you today. I want to show you guys what my client Jacob just purchased. This is his, I believe, about his 15th or 16th Section 8 rental property. I want to take you in another house like this, and I know you're probably saying, Rhett, why do you keep showing us these houses that are a disaster? Because it's important to understand a couple things. Number one, what we can do with a house that is dilapidated, that hasn't been lived in years, that's in terrible shape. But number two, also to understand what kind of houses we are turning around and putting back out onto the rental market for people to come into and live in and have hope. So this is a house on the street that is the pain of the street, where all the neighbors say, man, I wish that house wasn't on our street. It brings down our property values. It brings down the appeal of the entire neighborhood. We like to buy those houses because what we can do is go into those houses, add a ton of value, bring up the value of the entire street, and then you take a house that wasn't serving any purpose outside of a liability and turn it into a really good cash flowing rental property, a great investment and cash flowing Section 8 unit, but also it has a lot of value and it brings so much to the community and to the neighborhood. But what goes into that? And what goes into homes that you purchase for $30,000 like Jacob did on this? And what kind of things can you run into when you run into homes that are 100 years old, 90 years old, 80 years old? And a question I get often is there a limitation of time or age that you try to avoid houses as soon as they start to get close to maybe 100 years old, 110, 90 years old? No, the answer is no. I don't have any kind of maximum age to where we buy a home, especially when you're buying houses that are what we call stick built or built out of wood, because wood is very easy to cut out and replace. It's not like brick, it's not like stone, where those costs are a lot more expensive when you have problems with structure. The only issues you run into in old houses that are built with wood, 100 years old, 90 years old, 80 years old, sometimes even older, is sometimes you have sloping inside the house. You have areas that might dip down a little bit. You have areas that might be not level or uneven. And that isn't a problem as long as it's not drastic, as long as it isn't a trip hazard in the home. Now, of course, a house like this, as you'll see, we're gonna get rid of all that. So as we walk through this, I've shown you videos like this before, but part of what we do is we take everything apart to see what's really going on. So this is a house purchased for $30,000, okay? We are turning this house into a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. If you look in the living room, the entire ceiling has been completely ripped off, okay? Ceiling's gone, brand new roof has been put on. We're doing new ceilings in this entire house, okay? And new flooring throughout the entire house, electrical, plumbing. We've actually already rewired this entire house. You'll see a lot of brand new wires throughout it. But you look at the subfloor, okay? You look at what was underneath the subfloor. And I've shown you guys a couple houses like this lately because this is an example of things that are really difficult to see when you purchase a house, but then you open it up and these are the things you run into. So major structural issues. All of this, what's called sistering, where they've sistered the beams together. As you can see here, you had rot on this original beam right here in this rafter. And what they did was they sistered it with a new piece of wood. All of this has to come up. So we're taking this entire piece, ripping everything out here. Everything is barely hanging in here, as you guys can see. And as of a week ago, there was a floor on top of this. So it's a very, very dangerous situation to have a house that has this kind of subfloor. So this entire subfloor getting ripped up, all redone, all new flooring system in this entire part of the house, as well as the kitchen and off to some of these rooms. You can see the rot and how everything's just falling apart. So it actually, it tends not to be a terrible case here because we're actually building a full bathroom right here. So taking up this entire piece of flooring will make it easier for us to run all of our plumbing. But essentially, we're gonna be building a wall here, a wall here. You'll have a nice window. Of course, this stuff will all get out. We're actually gonna enclose this and build a brand new window right here that will go into your bathroom. So you have a nice big full bathroom here. When you walk into the house, off of here, you have bedroom number 1. So bedroom number 1, of course, a lot of sheetrock work, a lot of painting, all new floors, everything here. You got bedroom 1 right here. You've got a little closet area right here. We're building a wall here, okay? So wall here, this is gonna be your bedroom number 2. So bedroom number 2 is right here. You're in bedroom number 1 right now. Back into the living room right here from this hallway. You guys can see just the disaster of the floor and how bad that really is underneath, okay? And then our thought process was, and which you'll see, we wanted a bathroom in the front part of the house for the living room and these 2 bedrooms. You don't want, if you're doing a multi-bathroom home, to have the bathrooms too close to each other. You want to make sure it's easily accessible. So that bathroom that full bath is going to be right in the living room. That way you can walk right out to it. It's quick when you're in your room, okay? As we continue, we have bedroom number 3 right here. Again, major subfloor problems, joist issues, and rot. So you guys can see the microbial growth there, okay, from significant extreme moisture that has taken place. So all this getting ripped up, rebuilding that flooring system under there too. And then we have our kitchen, okay? So kitchen is also bad. So everything in here getting redone. You have unbelievable amounts of water rot from this house not having a roof. It had a roof on it that was probably about 40 years old that had tons and tons of holes. What ends up happening, that water comes through here, guys. Nothing is more destructive than water. Water and fire are your absolute biggest issues in a home. And people don't understand how bad water is. But when you don't have a good roof and a house sits vacant and water comes pouring in, and then that water festers in the house, it's got nowhere to go, it just eats into the wood. You guys all know what water does to wood. And then you have this heat in the summer. It just perpetuates the humidity, which leads to that wood rotting even faster. So major issues here with all the subfloor. As you can see, no ceiling in this room either. So this is gonna be a huge laundry room. This is gonna be the auxiliary room, laundry room, water heater will go in here. Your electrical panels will go in here. It is it's rough. It's really rough. So all that being redone, all of this entire wall is going to be taken down and all new framing. This entire thing, I mean, it's wet to the touch. So we have 3 bedrooms here, and then as we go to the rear of the home, you have bedroom number 4. Again, you guys saw the bad floor that was under here. All of this is going to be redone. So brand new subfloor here, new supports and everything here as well in bedroom number 4. Again, no ceiling here either. You guys can see the new electrical that was run. All that ductwork's old. That'll all come down and be redone too. So as we come out here, you have bathroom number 2, which is in the back of the house, which will be redone. Also, surround has been ripped out. Everything in here new toilet, new vanity will go in. Brand new tub surround, all new plumbing, all the fixtures and plumbing will come out, and all that'll be redone. And then same thing in here. So you guys can kind of see some of the new electrical is already in, but we'll have to redo that entire exterior wall that has been so badly rotted from water damage that has trickled down here. So you have to take this flooring system, you got to jack it up as well as rebuild it. A lot of work goes into these. And guys, this is one of those projects where it's very hard to see this stuff, especially if you don't know what you're getting into and you don't renovate these homes a lot, or the contractors you hire don't renovate houses like this often. You might think you're signing up for X dollar amount and it ends up being significantly more, because as soon as people start opening stuff up, they start seeing something like this. So very, very important to make sure that the team that you have understands what they're getting into, what they're gonna run into, how things like this can be rectified, and they're comfortable doing it. So when they see things like this, they don't panic, they don't freak out. So guys, please choose the right teams. If you have the right teams, you can do so many of these, like Jacob, who has bought almost 20 of these in the last 10 months. Unbelievable, averaging 2 a month, and some months even more. So guys, if you wanna do this, you wanna do it with us, with our teams, send me an email in the description below, and we'll see you next time.